Oh, we got some HVAP rounds. Sherman's taking some heavy fire. And yeah, armor's being torn apart by the M1 back under Axis control. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 bringing you another COH2 replay. This is a 2v2 on the map Belgorod. We have Ocwieja and Afro Panda versus Livin Fan and Sudarat. I'm just gonna post Lee and Sue, and then Afro and Ocwieja. Again, 2OKW, 2USF. Should be interesting. And again, new map, new 2v2 map. So I've been trying to cover these a little bit more, at least a little more, two in the general variety sake, as again, these were introduced part of the new update to COH2, and I haven't really covered them as much because the whole replay system went out of whack as soon as that happened. Thanks, Relic. But I'll probably making a video of all the fails that I've had with this update, but at the very least, it looks like they patched enough to where I can actually cover replays again. It's incredible. Anyway, it's me, replays, greyshotproductions@gmail.com. I'll take a look. As well, check out my Twitch channel, where I do these live on Sundays when it doesn't constantly crash like it does the last 2 weeks. But anyway, what do we got here? We got Sudarat going grand offensive. Alright, rifle grenade going out. First blow is a good one. Rear echelon doing a nice rifle grenade. And another fire, hold on. Ooh, model. Nice grenades. A little noob tube spam to start the game off right. Third one going off. Yeah, Storm Pioneer's like, I'm out. I'm not dealing with that. But anyway, yeah, we got Grand Defensive with, again, the Panzerfusiliers and Fallschirmjägers with Luftwaffe ground forces. So some very powerful infantry abilities, along with some good airstrikes, some good artillery call-ins via Grand Defensive, and, of course, heavy tank. So, curious to see if we see a Tiger in this game. Afro and Ocwieja, basic start, except for maybe an ambulance early. But hey, he's trying to help out his team, make sure they're operational. But if we look across the map, what do we see? Axe is constantly being grenaded to death. My god, how many kills does this thing have? 4 kills in the first 2 minutes of the game with a rear echelon squad. Oh my god, please pop a grenade right there. Not there! They're dead! Now they're dead. They're definitely dead. Now, no, he's gonna pull back. Rifleman gonna fire from afar. Again, double Sturm start. That's a little weird. But again, more close range support. That makes sense to really drive the pressure to the enemy. Anyway, Sue, on the other hand, is, yeah, kind of chilling. By the way, if you're wondering why I don't have a co-caster, I will for next week. But right now, unfortunately, because of the situation at hand, there's some issues with trying to do it at the same time. So, I don't know why. But I don't know. It feels like they're constantly glitches out. So hopefully I'll wait for the upcoming patch. I think it's coming later in the week. And then I'll have another co-caster jump in and help me with some games. So sorry about the last couple games not having it. In the future, I will have co-cast. Because it makes it so much better to have someone to bounce off of. And more interesting, I'm assuming, on your guys' end as well. Especially if I have a nice wide variety. But speaking of variety, Echelon retreating from a Volk squad. And there we got a Volk actually fighting for once. Instead of some Sturms, which are now in the south and doing what they can. And yeah, they grabbed the capture point. Now, fuel-wise, it looks like the Germans are about to get double fuel. That's going to be a nice big win for the Axis. Because, again, double fuel win for them. Allies, not so much. Tiger, unfortunately, having to fall back a little bit. That's unfortunate. Afro, again, almost vet 2 with the rear echelon squad. He gets it back in. I think this was a great starting position with the fight, because again, it helps guard this point, and those rifle grenades have been so impactful. Plus, decapping this, you cut off a good chunk of territory up north, which, again, he was actually about to build, so that's actually a huge win for the Allies. Storm Pioneers might win that, out of range of the rifle grenades, although. So, no support coming that way. Oh, sorry, no, Storm Pioneers won that. Well, okay, they retreated too. Whatever the case may be. Anyway, let's see. Volk squad's pushing in the north. We got rear echelons coming along the right-hand side. Lieutenants, so most likely light armor for the allied play, which might be actually a little bit unfortunate because of the AT grenades and or Panzer strikes that we could be seeing for the Panzerfusiliers. Now, let's see. What are we looking at? Same thing? Has Afro picked the same thing? He has yet to pick one, I guess. Axis forces pushing mid. Already a Panzer Shrek. So yeah, Axis are ready for that light armor. So they're gearing up. Ambulance here to help heal. Grenade thrown by the Americans, unfortunately, does miss. No doctrine pick yet for them. No commander choices. But we do have a decent amount of forces coming on up with our possible rifle grenades opening fire. And yeah, riflemen are getting along the fence and hitting those German forces with everything out. Rifle grenade firing does get a little health damage. Some forces moving back, I'm assuming, to heal from the ambulance, but there they go. They get some additional men. Lieutenant coming in close range, throws grenade, doesn't kill anything, but he's very weak. Both squads are very low, and unfortunately nothing left to finish him off. But I think with the remaining... Oh, nice bar. Okay, yeah, with the remaining forces coming on up, though, great grenade on that lieutenant. The American forces will not just win the fight, but they're going to counterattack hard. Oh my god, 4 rifleman squads pushing on in. 1 Stern Pioneer squad? Sorry. Yeah, it looks like, again, just holding out, reinforcing, letting the Germans come to you and just overextend themselves. That definitely helped. He's putting cover here. I'm assuming they're just like, yeah, there's an MG here. We're not dealing with it. Now, this actually, again, this isn't, and I should clarify this. We're not seeing, like, Love Nest or USC or, again, a number of guys, Orange Pest, like, top-tier players. Because last time I covered this map, it was a tournament play. So it is a little curious to see how you're not going to see meta plays, but how other plays affect this map. I'll see already have 1 Panzerfusilier squad taken out. Rifleman just walking back. Because, again, usually those players will go with a certain straight arrow approach to how they do it just based on constant plays, which makes sense. They want to go with the most effective tactic. Here, we're seeing this stuff a little bit different, like triple Stern Pioneers. A little bit different. Something I would not natively expect in this sort of map. But that being said, it seems to be working. The Germans have a good chunk of the map under their control, and population-wise is still pretty even. American forces out of position. He's going to fall back. Rifleman charging forward with a blob right there. That's, unless he gets a grenade on that blob, it's not going to work. Yep. Pulling back. Bar trying to hold. He'll get 1 squad. The other 4, unless he gets a good grenade. Oh my god. Throw the grenade! No, he threw too close, and he got destroyed. Luckily, the enemy didn't pick up a bar, but he has no double Panzerschrecks. Let's see. Do we have a... We have a captain being made. Alright, that's interesting because he has the lieutenant. So no light armor early. Okay. And okay, we have a lieutenant here as well. That's curious. Again, usually people try to rush a Steward out. That's what I mean by a little bit different. So I'm curious to see what the long-term play is in this match. MG-34 set up to stop them, so both sides have an MG to kind of halt the enemy. Nice job. Fighting position barely gets them. It does suppress both Stern Pioneer squads with a 50 cal up here as well as suppressing. So it looks like there's a lot of good suppression right now, hopefully to push them back. And that, yeah, it does. We have a Panzer quarters going down, a medical facility over here. Little close and weird just because it is farther up. I know they're dealing with Americans, but you also have to remember some of these Americans could have strikes like White Phosphorus, Calliope, let's see. Yeah, like, I mean, like, there's a number of things here, major strike that you have to worry about for close range. Howitzer, mortar carriages, and in a 2v2 map, since it's so small, a lot of that direct already could cause some issues. Now, again, it is Americans, there are less options for them to do that, but there's still plenty of good options for them. Rifleman opening fire, again, guys with bars doing that well, and again, they do have a lot of munitions, so when Afro does eventually upgrade, he'll have enough to upgrade all of his men. I think he should upgrade. Panzer quarters, not enough to upgrade fully, though a little bit closer. It'll probably be a minute or 2. Now, do they have any AT guns to take that out? No. They have a bazooka team, but that's about it. Yeah, I'm just not seeing all that much, honestly. That can really... Okay, now he's getting an AT gun, but it's going to be too late. This thing's going to have its main weapon operational very soon, and that should help defend this forward base. We also have a half-track. Now, again, AT gun, sure, it can outrange these guys and slowly tick them off. But again, you also have to recall that it's going to be a lot harder for infantry to get that sight if, or even for it to be viable at, like, constantly firing if you can't get even close to it with any infantry. So, again, if they could always go something with a flare, which would help give them recon so they wouldn't have to get close, but still, something you have to keep in mind. Rashlon squad, the veteran C2 with 5 kills. Now, again, not doing too bad. Throwing a grenade for good measure. Rifleman taking over the... Let's see. Oh, normal capture point. I will say, it is curious. Again, the allies do have a small advantage over the OKW because they can build caches. OKW cannot. There again, it's part of their whole situation of they have the best stuff, but they have to take time to build up. Now, the Austere can kind of supplement that by building caches themselves. And of course, OKW has certain abilities such as the 221, which can be upgraded to a 223, which can gain resources. But overall, you're dealing with a situation where it's going to still take a bit of time for the Axis to upgrade and get the better stuff, even with some things moved around. Half-Track and the Mighty Blob is absolutely demolishing this. One last shot before it dies hits that, but like I said, no good infantry cover. Although, and again, nice big blob. One good shot with like a howitzer or something could kill all 3 units. Unfortunately, oh wait, main gun is knocked out, so yeah, he's focusing with the lieutenant, and he's about to get a squad if he's not paying attention. Can he get it? Can he get it? One squad would make it worth it. AT gun hits it. Squad is not dead. Captain's moving in. No grenades available. Does kill it. Oh my god. And yeah, Captain moves in. Gets 1 squad. Then the Rifleman and Lieutenant come in to back them up. MG, aka the 50 cal, is now opening fire. Or trying to. Panzer Headquarters active. Just trying to suppress. Captain might be able to get the MG back. He will decrew it, but he won't get it. Smoke going down so that way they won't be suppressed while they picked up that weapon, because if they're suppressed, they can't pick it up. Again, nice grab right there and a nice win. However, again, Sue's down here with a bunch of Panzer Fusiliers, upgrade with G43 rifles, just grabbed a bunch of territory. Luckily, some noob tubes going off from the rear echelon, doing a decent job. Again, like the Minesweeper, again, just in case, because it's not impossible the American can put down mines. It's unlikely, it's not likely that they're going to put down some very powerful mines, but it is possible, and I'm glad he's being cautious about that. I would rather be safe than sorry, especially in maps like this, because the American mines can be quite annoying, especially if you think about like a utility car, but though we haven't seen it, always something to keep in mind. Anyway, Sue is yet to build a Panzer Headquarters, also a little bit interesting, but again, Levi is not... Lee is not really doing much. I'll just call you Lee. Yeah, unfortunately, with only 2 squads of each, he's lost quite a bit. And now, with the AT gun there, he could just direct fire, but there's a lot of stuff in his way, so that'll be a little bit difficult. He needs to kind of move over to the side and then fire. Anyway, G43s are tough, but, did he get out of it? He might have. Oh, maybe he got out of it so the Shreks don't hit it? Oh my god, they're fighting in the rear echelon. No! Wait, would the rifle grenade fire and then hit them on the retreat? Oh my god. That would have been great if it would have hit it. But alas, 3 Panzer Fusilier squads, 2 Storms, and a double MG combo. Both MG34s, it looks like. Alright, not too shabby, but again, I feel like you need something to support. Half-track, I don't think is a good idea. You just saw your ally lose a half-track. And again, it can be effective, especially if the Americans have, you know, aircraft to shoot them down, but I don't know. I feel like, especially in your predicament, I feel like getting the Panzer Headquarters and, let's see, that's 120, so then getting, what, a Panzer IV might be a little better. Especially because it's not like Tiger has this huge army. He's kind of just holding out with some frontline forces, 1 MG, that's about it. And yeah, you have this whole blob coming on in, and the 50 cal, while great, I don't think it's going to stop all that. Although, and it looks like the Germans will get an AT gun again. They also got Fallschirmjäger, so they're getting the better stuff. Going with mechanized, but not getting the initial Jeep. That's interesting. Because usually people use it for as an early starter. And Afro going with a heavy cav, so with a Pershing. Okay. Now again, you got the mortar half-track, which could be quite effective at trying to deal with these blobs with a white phosphorus shot. Smoke could get around this. And there's a good options here, but I find it curious why they didn't use this earlier. Afro could be better because, again, he could kind of guard his flank with mines. Though, again, good job on Sue for getting Minesweeper. So that now this is the exact situation I was referring to, where you have a guy here. He can place mines, but luckily the enemy can detect them. Now, I don't know why the hell you're saying a Raketenwerfer in first, but, you know, you live and learn. You live and learn, and sometimes AT, even though it's a giant rocket, maybe not be the best. Oh, shoot. Cav is right there, and it could throw a satchel on him if he was paying attention. This is a situation where Tiger needs to be a little more proactive in his movement. He's losing 1 squad. Half-track is wearing him down. Oh my god, very low on health. He could have absolutely demolished that thing because it took a while for that half-track to really start shredding him. Also, we have 3 caches here. That's very weird because, again, it's not like you have that much defense to protect the cache. I mean, two Penstrike shots and a half-track burst will probably blow that thing to Kingdom Come. So, I don't know. That's weird. Very curious on that one. Alright, grenade throwing. Gets a Raketten Werfer. Might be able to kill it. Again, blob versus blob in this case. G43 is opening fire. Grenade gets thrown. Gets only 1 half-track opening fire. Again, curious how these 2 half-tracks? What? 2 half-tracks? Oh, okay. Sure. Why not? I'm very confused by that. I really am confused. Anyway, whatever. Ponce Fusilier is opening fire. Again, upgrade with bars and additional, the 10 with bar coming on in. Get the AT gun, which is a nice little steal for the Americans if they can actually get out of there. Looks like they will be able to with their Raketten Werfer. Yeah, they're able to retreat and get out of there in one piece. So, awesome job. Nice little grenade right there. And a good job with the half-track. Does a nice little suppression run. Alright. Or not, I'm surprised. It hit him. Oh my god, I'm losing it. It's only 16 minutes in the game. Anyway, Stern Pioneers at least get the kill on the AT gun. That's one positive. Negative is the blob of infantry. My god, this has become a battle of the blobs. Well, let's see if Tiger's blob or forces can win. Anyway, MG's suppressing, or attempting to. Gets 1, not the other. The other could get in close and just start wrecking him. But no, let's stay there. It's cool. Let's see, up north again. Cash dies because, of course, they're grouped up. I swear to God, if you fire a grenade right there, I know it's probably at the edge of your range. Oh, not able to. Anyway, they're just firing at the another cache. Again, I don't think it's a great idea to build caches like that. It is a great idea to throw satchels on vehicles. What vehicles destroy? Oh, the half-track. The half-track down south died. Oh, nice! Bazooka team took out the southern half-track. Alright, Sue, this is the time where you actually get, you know, some armor via the Panzer headquarters. And maybe you can get a Tiger. There goes that half-track. So, yeah, there's 2 things. Blob is coming on over. Yeah, that thing is gonna have a rough time. Again, they do cut off the caches here, so you're not going to be able to get those resources up north. Which is kind of unfortunate. Another one bots dust. And it was from their Raketten Werfer. Good steal again. So, sometimes stealing enemy equipment will help you turn things around. Alright, but again, it's curious the amount of infantry blobs. And again, you have 3 frontline... No, is it more like 6 frontline forces? Okay. That's, again, fine if you can keep them alive and not lose too many men. The problem is, like, what Afro is currently dealing with is the manpower loss that he's taken every time he engages them. Because, again, he's going to lose a lot of men. Grenade throwing, smoke going down to help them capture this point. A little bit late on that. Should have came a little bit sooner. Great shot with the AT. I have no idea what the fuck this blob's doing. But once again, Lee is just like, I know. Let me just lose everything in this. And it's like, why? Why are you in this fight? Also, can't you just retreat? Like, isn't that the... Oh, I see. You don't have the retreat option. Still, like... Oh, my God. I mean, luckily, Afro's doing a solid defense. I'll give Afro that. He's holding out. Effectively, well, that's up to your interpretation of what's going on. But overall, at least they're trying. I mean, like, right now, it's pretty close within, like, 25 points of each other. We got a Sherman, the first medium tank of the game, which is, once again, surprising as it goes to the Americans. But, yeah, luckily some of their caches have survived, and they've recaptured the fuel, so that's helping them get some armor. Meanwhile, Sue is like, hey, I have 400 manpower. Right. No, sorry, fuel. What am I saying? Manpower. Jesus, you have 600 manpower. Lee has 940 manpower and 180 fuel, which that means, okay, so he got a Panther. Okay, so at least he's getting something. And, again, I'm curious. I'm very curious about how they're going to proceed. Alright, MG suppressing a little bit. We got Panzer Fusiliers moving on in. Healing by the base. Again, I think it's a bad idea to have these bases so close up, because they're right next to the enemy. Like, I get it, the ambulance is there, and that's been really, really good. But the ambulance can move. That's the thing. The ambulance can leave if it needs to. It can go from point A to point B if things go bad. This, not so much. Anyway, Panzer Fusilier has the worst retreat path possible into the heart of the enemy, so it's going to die. They'll leave him with 2 Panzer Fusiliers and 2 Sturms. Alright, not too shabby. Recapping the territory. Hopefully the MG can actually hold this time. And also, the Panzer headquarters, if he would have built it, probably would have held that position. Now you have to worry about Blob inbound, and by God, they're coming in mass. Yeah, MG's going to try to hold him back, but we'll see how this goes. Anyway, 50 cal lighting the enemy up with the Sherman in tow. Sherman again using, I think, just normal rounds, right? Yeah, it's just using its normal rounds, not the heavy armor ones. Sturm Pioneers have PanzerSchrecks, and yeah, they're hitting it. And also, again, I love the American AT gun being brought up, the M1. Panther as well being brought into battle. Moving on in. Opens fire on the 50 cal. Maybe hit the armor instead. And yeah, it effectively pushes back the MG. So. Anyway, Lieutenant opening fire. Can he kill it? Vet 3? No! Oh, stun grenade. Okay, so he's attempting to make sure he doesn't die. Although I could decommission this for fuel. Panzer Fusilier's opening fire on the Lieutenant. Can they get the kill? Maybe. Hold on. Yeah, retreat path isn't great. Panzer Fusiliers could pick him off. It's gonna be close. Oh my God, he's so low. Oh, if he would have closed the gap, he probably could have gotten that. And that's what I mean, like, it's teetering on regrettable. Like, again, sometimes, but not every player is perfect in this game. 100% approval. I will say I find it hilarious there's an M1 and a Kenwerfer on opposite sides of, you know, each player has the opposite AT gun. Why not? It's the AT weapon, was it? The AT gun exchange program. You know, they get to fight on each other's sides and report back to the other of how it went. For some reason, I think the Germans, no, the German crew fighting under the Americans are having a better time than the American crew fighting under the Germans. Yeah, and you can tell that by the veterancy. Anyway, yeah, cavalry forces got pushed back. Americans trying to take this position. Again, you have the Panzer headquarters that are kind of right there. You have the Blob kind of coming back in. They're trying to heal, but again, they don't have the retreat path, so again, they have to walk it back a little bit harder. Lieutenant opening fire against the rifleman. Great shot against the Volk squad. Oh, Panther actually got a shot. He needs to heal it, though. By God, does he have, yeah, he has like 3 Sturms. Maybe heal it behind the base. Alright, at least they're stopping it from decapping, which is a nice little win, because again, the more they keep it neutral, the better off they are. Oh wait, smoke coming in from Afro allows him to move up troops and hopefully capture the point. He also has Rangers. Again, Bazooka, Thompsons, close range, AT. Whenever you go, it can be very effective for these guys, and he chose Thompsons. Does he have effective AT? He does a little bit, and that Kenwerfer's actually been doing quite a bit, so I get it. He's probably saving up for a Pershing, I assume, at this rate, which makes sense. He can only get 1 tank, really, with his population. Or, no, let me rephrase that. Because unless I'm mistaken, yeah, okay, so... Oh, no, he would barely be able to, because it's 28 for Jackson and a Sherman. Okay, because I figured you want 1 good tank versus infantry, 1 against armor, and a Jackson's really good against armor. So it's like, okay, yeah, you have enough. Yeah, so for 1, you're really dealing with both issues right here. So yeah, that kind of makes sense for the Sherman or maybe just 1 Jackson or something. And then your Blob can take care of it. But no, he's getting a Pershing, and at least that's a stronger tank, even though he can only get 1. Is that better? Maybe a Sherman-Jackson combo is a little bit better, but then it's also weaker. So it just depends on your ability to hold. Now, speaking of holding, Rangers will hold the line and murder all the Volk squads. My lord. Yeah, maybe don't charge. Now, luckily they don't have AT, so the Panther's fine. Oh, yeah, and if you're wondering why I don't have zoom out mode, it's because it crashes instantly if I try that right now. So, waiting for that to get better. Rangers doing what they can. And yeah, they're demolishing the Sturms. Is he going to kill that squad? He's close to, but no cigar. Smoke allows him to escape. It's a nice little save there. Again, American forces taking casualties. And has the 76 and a Jackson. But they're holding mid still pretty well. They have a support gun trying to kill that position, even though the echelon's like, no, we've got so much veterancy and kills with this position. We can't let it just go. But yeah, they need something. Luckily, unfortunately for them, they don't really have much, except for maybe a mortar half-track to really deal with that support gun, which would be perfect. I mean, it has white phosphorus. They can absolutely deal with it. But I don't know if they're actually going to do it. Anyway, Pershing opening fire. And with the bars, they get the kill. Very good. Alright, unfortunately, there's no Volks left, just Fallschmagers and Sturms. It's not great. AT gun's going to try to hold the Pershing and Jackson, but I don't think that's going to happen all that well. Probably not all that well. Jackson charging, saying, I don't care about your AT gun. That's coming back under American hands, and I'm going to kill that Panther. He might be able to. He does! He does finish off the Panther with the last shot. I love that man running from the tank. It's like, no, please don't hit me. Please don't. But, yeah, unfortunately, though, the Germans did push mid. Knocked out the Raketenwerfer, knocked out the ambulance. A lot of Aphyria's forces are pulling back. He did get at least the major and stuff away, so that's good. It has some good veterancy. And we have some forces coming on in. Great support gun shot. Lieutenant's pretty low. Yeah, infantry are pushing on in. Grenade thrown. Gets a Stern Pioneer. Another big win. Sherman opening fire. 12 kills. Gets another Raketenwerfer. I guess he was trying to get that back. Right? That's Afro. Yeah, Afro lost it. So that... Alrighty. So now it's up for... It's pretty close. Allies are currently losing to the Axis, but Axis took some heavy losses there. Now, for the life of me, Sue, can you explain to me why you got a Panzer IV? Alright, Panzer, I mean, like, okay. Why not get a Tiger that's at least better version of that? Yes, you still have to worry about, let's say... No, actually, you don't have to worry about... Well, yeah, I guess you kind of do. The military truck could be an artillery strike, but... Mostly, you just need to worry about, like, Jacksons and long-range shots from armor. And again, the infantry is a bigger issue, and... Well, Tigers are pretty good at killing infantry, so... Just saying. Now, Panzer IV opening fire. Oh, nice job. He's using the artillery. Trying to break that up and push the infantry back. Not bad. He's like, that point will die. Oh, wait, would the echelons die? Ooh. Got some hits. Didn't kill it, but did kill the forward base. And Panzerfusiliers will take that position. Again, they also have a with Searchlight. Which, again, if I click on the Fog of War, you can see here it well, hold on. Does it? Well, unfortunately, the squad's right here, so it's unfortunate. But it does kind of extend the range by a good margin. And especially in this area where you have a good amount of cover. It's really just one long road. Not bad. It's not bad. At least you have a decent idea for recon and length and such like that. So, okay. Okay, it could work. Now, I think you still... No, you lost all your half-tracks, right? Every one of them died. Good to know. Alright, so Jagdpanzer's coming on up, and you get another Panzer IV. Are you in with a Panzer IV rush? I get it if you use, like, elite armored or something like that, because that at least allows for a little more power behind a lot more medium tanks that can kind of punch above their weight. It's kind of like marked target, a little more damage, so medium armor can do a lot more. But for the life of me, I can't figure out why you're going with a Panzer Swarm when the enemy has a Pershing, a Sherman. Oh, he lost the Jackson. Oh, no, he didn't lose Jackson. It's just repairing. Sorry, he has a Jackson and two 76mm Shermans. Because, again, they can punch pretty freaking hard against armor. So, yeah, so the Panzer IV is not, like, punching evenly with any of them at all. Raketenwerfer, though, coming on up. Maybe he's providing support, though. The allied Raketenwerfer opening fire. Again, love that. Oh, there it goes. So, once again, for the life of me, I have no idea what that was trying to do. Support gun, fun fact, will not provide AT, so, yeah. Trying to hit that AT gun. Rifleman moving on in. How are the kills for these guys? Like, 10 kills. 11 kills. 10 kills for the echelon. That's pretty good. Let's see. IS is going with 16 kills, respectively. We got 16 kills for the Punchful Slayer. Support at 6. Yeah, the armor game the Allies have in the bag. Unfortunately, I have no idea how this is possible, but the Germans are still capturing a huge chunk of territory. With their limited forces, they're still somehow managing to capture all this territory and push forward in a really interesting way. Like, again, they're pushing the Allies down quite a bit, even though they have less men. Trying to sit my brain on that one. Anyway, Panzer IV trying to support, and yeah, he's seeing the infantry. Fallschirmjäger's doing most of the work with 20 kills. My god. Again, they do have an anti-armor component with the smoke grenade, because at least it'll mess up the armor. You have to direct fire through it if you're on, you know, the Axis side, but still, at least it's something, especially with the Jackson of being unable to fire. That could be a win in upon itself. Panzer IV hiding behind the Jagdpanzer, of course. Jagdpanzer hitting the Major? Oh my god. Alright. Good for him. Oh, Panzer Fusiliers possibly getting a good infantry kill right here. Hold on. Are they focusing? I think they were trying. Grenade missing the cavalry. He's going to need to pull back that squad. Oh, he's dead. Well, he tried. Yeah, Lieutenant got him with the bar. Did they not get him? I mean, he has high veterancy, but still. Eventually, he'll die. Alright, maybe... Oh, you don't have grenade. Well, now you have grenade, but it's too late. And now all the... Oh, Jesus Christ. The Rangers are coming back with the Thompsons. Oh, you better run. Now, again, Afro took a lot of manpower to get all those men back up. But he's near pop cap. So, I mean, as long as he keeps a steady supply of manpower coming in and hopefully doesn't lose too much, he's doing pretty good for himself. Anyway. Pershing coming on down. Rangers clearing it, so at least they have one victory point. They still need mid, but they have to worry about the Panzer headquarters. They have AT with... Well, they have some AT with the Jagdpanzer. Lee has double Jagd... Alright, so they've gone completely tank destroyer route. Oh, we got some HVAP rounds. Sherman's taking some heavy fire. And yeah, armor's being torn apart by the M1 back under Axis control. And a Jagdpanzer that's weirdly charging in a weird direction. Smoke coming in. Stop the Panzer IV from trying to kill that Sherman or trying to neutralize it. Very cool. Pershing gets a great shot. I did not expect the M1 to come on in, but hey, good job. And Pershing executes the Stern Pioneer squad. Ugh. That's a nasty way to go. Anyway, Pershing with 11 kills. Not too bad. Rangers with just 10. Okay. Maybe I was missing that. But yeah, like, weirdly, Tiger's lost quite a... Oh, and never mind. He hasn't. He's just healing. Never mind. I was like, man, he's tied with Sue. No, Sue's still screwed. He doesn't have much of an army. And it's not like Lee's doing much better. He just had that Pershing melt his infantry. So that's not great. Luckily, the Jagdpanzers are doing a lot of work. Oh my god, are they... Oh, great shot with the Pershing. Very close. Major calling on artillery, trying to kill the AT gun. Can they actually take out the Pershing? I mean, they're nicking it slowly, and it's not like he doesn't have a stun ability. Major getting some good kills with artillery. Yeah, unfortunate time to walk on through. Will this survive? No, it will not. Again, Vet 3 is a good for reason. And now the Jagdpanzer's realizing the unfortunate part of the situation. If he throws smoke, he might be able to stop the main gun, or at least stop it from shooting. But now it's decrewed. And the other Jagdpanzer are coming on in, but there's a lot of Shreks now. So he might actually lose to Sherman if he's unlucky. Bouncing. Jackson coming on in, misses. Stern Pioneer's coming on in. One guy remaining. What is happening? Shrek's firing. Jagdpanzer barely alive. Up to Veterancy 2 gets a shot off, but misses. Stern Pioneer's coming on in. So many almost dead piece of armor. Hey, Rifleman fire AT grenades? Raketmov opens fire. AT grenades were not done, and the Jagdpanzer escapes, and Lee has lost a good chunk of his men. Just pull back, man. Just pull back before you lose any more men. God, they're just like... They are just going across the surface of the sun. They're going a little too close to the sun and losing a bit too much in the burn up in the atmosphere, because my lord, they have barely had a men alive. Like, seriously, their men is so low on health. Luckily in all that kerfuffle, yeah, Sue managed to grab the south. So, good job there. And the Panzer IV is in mid. I have no idea how these Germans are doing so well. But they're pulling this game out of their ass right now. Because I have no idea where else they're winning this from. I mean, the Americans literally have an army that's probably double their size. And the Germans are still somehow doing well. Panzer IV getting some decent shots. We got Recon coming on in from Major. Jackson trying to get a good shot on the Panzer IV. Probably will get one shot. Misses, unfortunately. Panzer headquarters facing the wrong way. Opening fire. We got another Sherman coming on out. And again, we still have the... Oh, okay, so the Jackson died. No, so Jackson's still alive, sorry. But the other Sherman died, so he's getting another one to make up for it. So 2 Shermans and a Jackson. Meanwhile, up north, we got some infantry fighting a rifleman with a bar. Again, Tiger still has plenty of manpower, so even if he loses a little bit, he's still fine overall. Yeah, infantry's absolutely tearing him apart, pushing it back. Airstrike's coming on in. Hold on. That's from the airborne assault, suppressing infantry, and again, well, the run on armor. Allies don't have any anti-airs, so yeah, they have full aerial supremacy in this region. They have nothing stopping. I love the Recanworfer coming on in because he's probably going to camouflage it. That makes me believe that the guy is somewhat competent. Anti-air coming on in. Jackson's one away from death. Misses. Jagdpanzer fires. Gets the kill. And massive amount of Shreks comes in. Pershing needs to fall back. Air support still coming in. Providing suppression. And some hits on armor. Recanworfer, bad move, buddy. I mean, look, nice idea. But unfortunately, the support gun said, I'm going to call your bluff. So yeah, good strike. That was actually a really well used and coordinated strike because it at least pushed the Allies back and they were able to get a kill. Not great, but it's good enough for what I'm currently seeing out of the Axis right now. Now again, the Jagdpanzer's getting some quick repairs. It's at the Veteran C3. They get a cavalry unit. Tiger's losing quite a bit of his men. Shermans are in mid. They need something. Recanworfer did die. Support gun, you lost the Vet 4 one. I probably should have pulled that back immediately. Just pointing out that fact that you probably needed to effectively... Oh, nice. They're just like, all right, F your support gun. Recanworfer is gone. We're not dealing with this stuff anymore. Pershing is just heading straight south. There's not much stopping him. Afro, again, having a very effective fighting force, from what I can see. Probably just needs to upgrade his men with bars, but I can't complain too much. MG gonna have a rough time. He has no army. Sue has no frontline troops left. He's getting a Stuka. How are they winning? They're at 121. If the Allies, for whatever reason, can't pull themselves together, they will lose this. I cannot believe this. I cannot. Alright, anyway, a combined Allied force is hitting the Panzer headquarters. This will stop him from getting any additional armor or Tiger. We have a major strike coming on in. Stuka coming in. I'm assuming in the middle. Got the captain! Holy God. Yeah, Tiger losing quite a bit. I mean, the Panzer headquarters was lost, and he can no longer get the Tiger. But, you know, it's something. They got a kill. Nice shot on the Pershing. Shrek Blob coming on in. I think they're calling in, what? Yeah, more major artillery. They're trying to flank. Again, the infantry's dying over here. Maybe retreat it. Oh, God, the Sturms. Oh, nice satchel. Yeah, cavalry came in. Got a good hit, on even on the Fallschirmjägers. Oh, my God. Just pull back. Retreat! Oh, this is edging closer and closer to regrettable. This is edging closer and closer. I don't want to do a regrettable replay. But it's getting closer. Anyway, grenade being thrown. Hits the Panzer squad, brings it down quite a bit. Again, I still have no idea, that again, with army size, what's going on here. Major just chilling out there. Again, they're trying to heal up his men. Luckily, Oh, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of manpower, so it's going to take him a little bit. Oh, okay, so no, he burned all of it. Okay, he has a little bit left. Not much. Germans somehow bringing the Allies under 100 points. Major holding the northern point. Again, the one thing I'll say is they're killing Tigers, men. Afro they're not touching. Afro's pretty good. I mean, hell, he still has the Vet 3 echelons from earlier. They captured a Jagdpanzer. Can someone tell me when the fuck they got that? Oh, he must have been up here when it got decrewed. I just didn't notice it. Oh my god, there's an American Jagdpanzer. Okay. Why not? This is literally an exchange program. This is literally the Allied Axis exchange program. I love how Tiger probably realized this and it's like, what? I assume that's why he did that. Jagdpanzer come. Wait, Panther and Oh, wait, this guy could be in some serious trouble. He doesn't have a lot of infantry support. If the armor was well coordinated and with the infantry, they could easily defeat them. Now, luckily, he pulls back immediately. Stuka came in, got a nice run there. Stuka, not a bad idea, honestly, because both sides, honestly, have been blobbing to a large extent. The problem is the Americans don't have an effective, like, Calliope or Priest unlocked because they didn't choose that commander. They are stuck with howitzers. I mean, theoretically, Mortar Half-Track can be very good against blobs, but he's not choosing to use it for whatever reason. Whatever. Point is, you have plenty of options. What the hell are you doing? Let's hit the cash. 200 manpower. How much is the armor? 380 with 145? That seems like a great idea. Artillery's coming on in. If this could be a bait and switch. I pray it's a bait and switch. It seems like it's a bait and switch. Air support coming on in. It's a bait and switch, I think. Unless if he gets out, it will be a perfect bait and switch. He gets out. Vet 4, Vet 3 dies. He killed a Pershing, though. That's a win. In a weird, messed up way, that's a win. But Afro can just deploy another one soon. Air support coming on in. Blob inbound. You need to deal with that somehow. And actually retreat your men. But luckily, the Panther and Jagdpanzer get some good shots on target. Air support as well. Hopefully causing some issues. But the blob is, yeah, it's being a blob. And unfortunately, neither of them are really good against infantry. Alright, that, again, there's enough competence here. I can't say everyone's bad. There's enough competence here. Alright. Panzer Quarters opening fire. They're going to retreat. Ranger squad up north is also going to pull back. Again, Axis, again, brought down slightly, under 300 points, but it's still almost 3-1. Panther, somehow, I'm assuming AT grenade must have knocked out its engine. Major and Lieutenant coming on in. They're trying to finish it off. Jagdpanzer trying to finish off the Panther, which is hilarious. Vet 3 Jagdpanzer pulling on back. Luckily, the Sherman was able to get the hit. Or was it the Jackson? Oh, Jackson was down south. But no, it doesn't have the kill. Did not finish it off. It was the Sherman, I bet. Yep, Sherman got... Wait, 5 vehicle kills? Hot damn. All right. Oh, it's probably because of some of the weaponry as well. Killed some of them. And Tiger's having a really bad day with that Stuka. My lord. Stuka's having a good time today. 13 kills, and it was only fired a couple shots. But it's killing units. That's the big thing. It is absolutely demolishing them. And again, a kill's important because it doubles the cost. The reinforcement is... look, getting a new unit is more costly than just reinforcing. So actually getting a kill on it, kind of important. Now, why in God's name this guy keeps playing a Panzer IV instead of a Tiger, I don't know. I really, really don't know. And I'm not saying a Tiger is the best thing. It's... In this situation, it maybe not, but... Hell, it's so far might be survived longer than his Panzer IVs. Although it's other Panzer IV, it's Vet 3, so I can't bash him too much. Meanwhile, we have one Jackson, one Sherman. So, again, Tiger has lost quite a bit. Afro still has the Jagdpanzer. Almost Vet 1. We have a Jackson. He did lose his Pershing, but it looks like he's not getting a new one. Instead, he's getting a Sherman. Again, that makes sense. He doesn't have the population for everything. It's okay. It's fine. So now you're going to get a Sherman, a Jackson, and a Jagdpanzer. That's a win-win in my book. Oh, and I liked it. He got out of the Jackson, so he had enough manpower or population to do that. Problem is, if you do that, and this is kind of a thing, is, well, your squad that you're fighting with can't reinforce. So, PyroShark's opening fire, missing. There's a big old blob in mid. This was perfect opportunity for Stuka to just take everything out. Like, seriously, my lord. Luckily, the infantry are going to push back the Panzer Fusiliers. Panzer IV repositioning. Panzer headquarters still here, I guess, to hold. I guess he decided, yeah, that's fine, but still puts the gun behind it so it turns so slowly. All right. Panzer IV versus 2 Shermans and a Jackson. I wonder how this is going to go. Wait, air support coming in again. Again, luckily a lot of munitions being saved up by Lee. And yeah, 1 Sherman dies. Vet 4, Jagdpanzer. Hold on. Hold on, baby. This could be something big. Air support coming on in. Again, they have a lot of armor. But if the Germans play this right, they could help neutralize. And a Stuka coming in. Yeah, the Allies know it. That thing has been on point today and retreating. And does miss. But it did its job. It scared the infantry, and they should be able to take back mid, hopefully. Mortar half-track comes in, knocked out by the air support. Stern Pioneers firing at the ambulance. It's gone. We have a major artillery coming in on the blob. Rangers coming on in. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, buddy. You're not fighting Rangers. Artillery's going to come down right on top of their heads, too. Come on. Come on. Obersoldaten is so low. Can they get 1 kill? Air support's still coming in. It's hitting the infantry. Jagdpanzer, Vet 4. Can he hit the Sherman? Come on, baby. He does get it. I mean, like, look, I'm not denying Lee's losing a lot of men, but at very least, he got some kills on Tiger and Afro. I'll give him that. And yeah, he lost a Sherman. He has to get a new one. That's going to take him some time. And also, Tiger's burned through a lot of his excess manpower and fuel. Somehow, with a smaller force, the Germans are inflicting major casualties on them. Now, the Jackson's coming on in to finish off this guy. He doesn't have a lot of AT. Okay, he has 1 AT unit, and it's in the wrong area. Panzer IV trying to escape. Again, hey, wait, no. Call in smoke. You have the ability to call in smoke. Come on, man. Call in smoke. Hiding by the medical facility. That might save him. Or not, but we'll see. AT grenade firing. Hits the Jackson. A good flank from the north. Could be big. Fires a shot. Bounces off the Sherman in vain. Oh, that's pretty funny. We have what? A Pershing? Pershing coming on in. And a Sherman. I don't think I'll have the population for that unless he... Can he decrew the Jagdpanzer? I don't think he can. No, he could. Yeah, just decrew and he'll be fine. Oh, he actually decrewed it? It was perfect. Okay, never mind. He was good. Alright. I thought he would... I thought it would just be a few over, but no. He was actually around point. Panzer Fusiliers heading south. He gets an AT gun because, you know, that might be effective. AT to fight armor. You know, slightly effective. Slightly. Jagdpanzer moving on in. Gets another one because, F it. The Jagdpanzer has so far done extremely well. Again, probably because of good support and good tactics. And again, a damn good airstrike call in that he keeps calling in at the right time. Again, their main combat hasn't been amazing, but all these secondary factors are keeping the Axis in play, which I find interesting. Like, again, this slow retreat should not be working for them at all. Like, he should have lost things over time and time again, but somehow they're keeping things together. Now, there's a big allied push. There's like 4 tanks all fighting. Panzerschreck's raiding the Jackson. AT, where's the AT gun? Oh, okay, it's on the side. Jackson got a rough time with that Raketenwerfer. Probably won't die, but it'll still be weakened. I guess it decided not to fire? I have no idea what happened there. Yeah, there goes the headquarters building. How about Sue, you don't put it on the front? That might help. Shreks are currently getting the point. Let's see. Panzerschreck's taking the southern point. Again, both main VP points are under Allied control. Bring it almost 2-1 now instead of 3-1, which is good. A small comeback. Hold on. Is that Jagdpanzers? Oh, they're just hitting the infantry. Okay, I was like, what are they shooting at? Now, Tiger does have a decent infantry force still. He's been losing quite a bit, but he still has something. Stuka's on the field. Again, ready to fire, but he needs something to fight this armor. And, you know, anything but a Panzer IV would probably be beneficial, but alas. Shreks are about to hit him, but the riflemen are probably going to make him pay quite a bit. Again, 35 kills. Please don't lose your best man. Please. Please. More Shreks coming on in. He's really doubling down with that. He has plenty of munitions for it, especially when he loses a squad. He'll be able to get a new one. Stop doing this. My lord, Sue. Come on. Alright. Wow. There goes that MG. I think it was an MG. I'm gonna assume it was an MG? Yeah, it was an MG. Suka firing. They're spreading out. Hold on. Not the fresh. Okay, thank God. I can't let that Echelon die. It's been around too long. Alright, so now we have double Jagdpanzers and a Panther. So he has a good armor force. I wasn't really paying attention to this armor, but Lee's actually done a decent job at saving up. And his strikes have done a good job of confusing and harassing the allies. Like this sorry, it's not a bulldozer Sherman. Great shot with the Shrek. But it's a Sherman with the bulldozer front. So it has the attachment for additional armor. It's pretty good because then you get the Sherman's utility, like armor piercing and explosive, with the extra armor, which I really like because I do not like the howitzer's round. I don't like the bulldozer howitzer. It can be good, but I want something multi-purpose, even if it lacks that extra firepower. Anyway, airstrike still coming on in, causing havoc in the south. Recon went overhead as well. A lot of forces are very low on health. Big move by Lee, actually driving them back pretty effectively. They just need something to fight the infantry. Getting the infantry with the armor. I'm not sure why. Jackson walking into the wrong fight. Yeah, there's way too much here. If they fire the Shreks, that thing's a game over. Or a Vet 5. Yeah, got it. Alright. Oh, no, not the Cav. Don't lose the Vet 5, Yag. Please. Stop him. Stop him, Fallschirmjägers. Stop it. Oh, he lost his term. Oh, man. Where's the Panther? I love the Panther still chilling here. I'm debating right now. I'm debating between regrettable. Oh, it's still alive. Come on, call it smoke. You have a smoke bomb, right? Yeah, both of you have smoke bombs. And you failed to call it in. Great. 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 Jagdpanzer on the Allied side still alive, so. But it has low veterancy. Why does it have no veterancy? And it's decrewed. Now, I'm more confused with that. He must have decrewed it and gave the squad, like, he must have given that repair squad to someone else. I don't know, but he's down to only a Pershing. Tiger's down to 2 Shermans and a Jackson. A lot of his infantry's gone. A lot of Afro's infantry died in that push. Oh, Suka didn't get that many kills, just a lot of health damage, so I have no idea what did that. Panther having a rough time fighting infantry, because of course it is. It's a Panther. It's not designed to fight infantry. Fallschirmjäger's dropping down. I'm so confused. Allies are about to lose this game. I am so confused. And they're playing decently well. Again, the Americans are doing some decent tactics. I don't, it's like a drunk guy versus a Kung Fu master, and some of the drunk guys actually able to go toe to toe with the Kung Fu master. And you're not sure how, but it's just bewilderment. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. There's 3, 2, gonna capture in time, 1. Are we about to lose it? No! We don't. Massive Shrek force coming in. Oh, this Sherman is done. Tiger is not deploying any armor anytime soon. He has to rely on his infantry, which may be a saving grace. To try to keep these things alive. That's the one thing that Germans do not have effectively is anti-infantry at all. They've focused on anti-armor, which is, weirdly enough, actually worked. The Americans have lost most of their armor. And it's not repairing, it's gone. Including the Jagdpanzer, which is unfortunate. Pershing's now down in the south, trying to hold him back. We have the Shrek blob, though. Smoke comes in a little late. That might actually save the Americans, because that will prevent the Axis from seeing them. And now the major artillery, right? That's major. No, it's close. It's the German air support. Okay, so okay, Shrek. Oh my god, that Jackson. Why are you bringing that up? Oh, no. Tiger, pull back. Pulls back, and luckily cavalry are coming in to help. The MG probably will die, but at the very least, the Cavs should win the fight. Meanwhile, up north, the lieutenant's trying to take it, drop smoke grenade, nice little save. Not a lot of infantry. Lee has if Lee and them could actually save their stuff, they might actually win it. And again, something just killed it. I have no idea what killed that. They don't have grenades, so something hit it. I don't know. Anyway, you're charging guys at close range. I don't understand that. You have long-range rifles and you decide, let's charge close range. Alright. Whatever. King Tiger's on the field. Sue upgraded. Thank the Lord. And again, he has to properly defend it with infantry. I want to clarify that because some people are like, just get a... Greyshot says get a heavy tank and it wins. No. You get something to hold the front. And you make sure that's well supported so it doesn't immediately die.
100 points remain. Keep organize the assault.
Yeah, Lieutenant pulling on back. Again, oh my god. Is that Jagdpanzer been there the entire time? I just realized it's still decrewed. I thought it was gone, like gone, but no, it's still alive somehow. Germans, again, losing because they don't have any victory points. Alright, middle might be under their control. They're setting the Shrek team up, and King Tiger's outing the Pershing from the side. That's almost, oh, I'm pretty sure that's a dead Pershing. Oh my god, Shrek team. Nice! Alright, that was a good bait. That was a really good bait, if that was on purpose. And again, this Sherman is so screwed. Wait, Tiger goes too quickly. Can't hit target. Shrek team fires. Oh! Good decrew. The men are saved. They pop out of the tank just in the nick of time to get out of there. So, great to see. Great shot. All right. Rangers coming on in on the Panzer Fusiliers. Throw a grenade. Force them back. King Tiger's still there. Yeah, it's still going to have some issues. But again, they're holding mid. Luckily, he does get out of there. So retreating is an option for the Germans. The Allies, on the other hand, yeah, let's see. They have no armor for Afro. Like nothing. And Tiger is down to 1 Jackson. Wait, hold on. And a Sherman. Okay, he has 1 Sherman left. So Afro went from a great fighting force to nothing. That is horrifying. Jagdpanzer still doing well. Panther getting some heals. No, he's charging up. Heal! You don't send up a unit that was going to live. I swear, bundle grenade. Bundle grenade! Alright, or lose everything. That's fine. They have bars. You don't. Come on. It's like some simple stuff. He's repairing on the front. Rifleman can take full advantage of that. Again, King Tiger just chilling. Jackson kind of watching mid. AT gun goes down. I feel like the Allies and Axis are just kind of rushing all over the place trying to get stuff done. And the Allies right now being a little more coordinated because they're at least holding the VPs. There goes that unit. It's gone. Yeah, Stern Pioneers got that. Panther still has no way to repair. There's no mechanized building. Because neither of them built it. So we need something to actually heal the damn thing. That would be nice. Jagdpanzer's still alive. There you go. Use that. After you don't have armor. You could have used the vehicle repair. Did a quick repair on that since it was vetted. So you could do engine repair. Get it back to base. Heal it. And then use it against the enemy. Just saying. You could have done that a while ago. Anyway, Allies though, at the very least, are doing a decent job there. Tiger's having some issues. A Shrek team is coming on in. Again, they have people, but they're just walking away. It's like, guys, the threat's here. Again, smoke, support, of any type would be good. Bouncing, Shrek. Come on, one more Shrek. Wait, where's the other Shrek? Did he drop it? Oh, he dropped it. Okay, the other Shrek got dropped. So, yeah, Jackson lived. If he didn't drop the Shrek, he probably would have killed the Jackson. Doesn't matter. Rangers currently guard mid. There's Rifleman on, the bottom. Rifleman on mid. And there's not enough time to grab north. So the Allies will take it away. Jesus Christ. Oh, what the hell was this game? Again, infantry came down to it, and I think the Germans did a good job of counteracting the Allied armor. Somehow. Again, I have no idea how that they were able to do that. It's like I said, it's like a drunk Kung Fu master. It's like, sorry, just a drunk guy versus a Kung Fu master. It's not holding its own. You're like, what? But eventually, again, you just do some base stuff like holding VPs, and they eventually go down. But one VP, really? All right, hold on. Let me double check the after action report to see how each player did, shall we? So in this, we got ourselves most damage going to Afro with most kills. Again, thank you, Afro, for submitting this replay. We have Lee with most damage. Again, his Jagdpanzer was fantastic. I have no complaints there. And most kills also goes to him. Playtime, these guys are apparently great. These guys are apparently fantastic. I'm debating on regrettable. I don't think it hits that point because there were moments where they knew what they were doing. I just feel like they were just trying to be a little more, not sloppy, but I feel like they were just trying to meme or trying to do just like a weird strat. I don't know. Lee was weird. Lee was both fantastic and terrible. He wouldn't retreat his units, but then his armor play and airstrikes would do so well that Afro and or Tiger would just completely lose a good chunk of their forces battling him, even though Levi would lose a lot of himself. But he always managed to stick around, which is the weird thing about him. Like, seriously. Near 25,000 damage with the Jagdpanzer. Like, he deployed a hell of a lot of units, don't get me wrong. But then, like, his M1 was great. Like, or was pretty good. Yeah, it's so, like, I love how he kept picking up American equipment. I love how both sides were picking up each other's equipment. That was great. But yeah, it's so weird. This game was so weird. And it's not like Sue was better. Sue just kept messing up in the South. Like, he's supposed to be the better player. And honestly, I would have said Lee was the better player. So, yeah. Afro did pretty good with his infantry. He did start losing quite a bit to Stukas and other things. I felt like he started getting a little sloppy toward the end. Tiger, I feel like, had a good amount of reserves, then burned through it. Then, at least with his infantry, he stayed fine. His armor just kept being knocked down quite a bit. But at least his infantry kept him up. But hey, what do you think? Leave it down below. This has been Greyshot117, and I'll see all of you next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot. If you want to check out previous content, video links will be above, including my Patreon link, which, again, many people support, including Aphyria, Milam, Joey G240, Samuel McKinney, Seth Kuipers, Anton Bishara, PyroShark, Ace, Fall of Man, Jakub, Ocwieja, to round it out. Thank you guys so much for your incredible support. If you want to be a patron, you can join. Otherwise, thank you to my current patrons. You guys rock and help me do what I do best. Anyway, this has been Greyshot17, and I'll see all of you next time.